According to the official synopsis, Dexter seeks a dangerous connection with a seductive killer, whom he believes follows a similar code of ethics. It is strongly suggested that this person is Mia LaPierre, also known as Lady Vengeance, who is portrayed by Kristen Ritter. Dexter probably meets Mia at or after the enigmatic serial killer conference in Episode 4, which is hosted by Leon Prater, Peter Dinklage, and is drawn to her reputation or tactics. Supporters argue that Mia's nickname, Lady Vengeance, alludes to a vigilante strategy, similar to Dexter's code, which pursues killers who elude punishment. Dexter's attraction to Mia may be both strategic and personal, making it difficult for him to remain focused on his goal of finding Harrison. As such, this relationship is risky. Mia's seductive personality adds a psychological layer of complexity to Dexter's interactions as the episode investigates whether she could be a rival, ally, or romantic interest. The franchise's tradition of matching Dexter with murderers who contradict his moral compass is continued in this storyline. Harrison continues to struggle with his guilt and worry of being arrested after killing Ryan, a shady businessman and serial sexual abuser. According to the synopsis, an encounter pushes Harrison further into his own darkness, implying that a particular incident, perhaps a run-in with the law, a new victim, or a vision of Ryan, intensifies his mental anguish. Harrison, a busboy at the Empire Hotel, becomes more involved in the police inquiry headed by Detective Claudette Wallace, Katia Saroff, who believes the dismembered remains have something to do with the Bay Harbor Butcher's techniques. Harrison's battle with his dark passenger is similar to Dexter's, underscoring the cyclical nature of their suffering. As more evidence is found that could connect him to Ryan's murder by Wallace and her partner, Detective Melvin Oliva, Dominic Famusa, his fear of being arrested grows. Harrison's inexperience in comparison to Dexter is shown throughout the episode due to his careless disposal techniques. After 40 years of retirement from Miami Metro, Captain Angel Batista travels to New York City to catch up with Dexter, whom he believes to be the Bay Harbor Butcher. Having revoked Dexter's death certificate, Batista is motivated by a personal grudge to get justice for the deaths of Deborah Morgan, Maria LaGuardia, and James Dokes, all of whom were connected to Dexter's previous actions. In Episode 3, Batista's decision to travel to New York was prompted by a call regarding the sale of Dexter's truck there, demonstrating his unwavering intent. Captain Angel Batista returns to New York City after 40 years of retirement from Miami Metro in order to meet up with Dexter, whom he suspects of being the Bay Harbor Butcher. Batista, who has revoked Dexter's death certificate, is driven by a personal grievance to seek justice for the deaths of James Dokes, Maria LaGuardia, and Deborah Morgan, all of whom were linked to Dexter's prior deeds. In Episode 3, Batista's resolute determination was illustrated when he decided to go to New York after receiving a call about the sale of Dexter's truck there. The consequences of the mysterious gathering of serial killers that Leon Prater hosted in Episode 4 are still being felt. Alongside Mia, prominent murderers such as Lowell/the Tattoo Collector, Neil Patrick Harris, Al/Rapunzel, Eric Stonestreet, and Gareth/the Gemini Killer, David Dastmalchian, were introduced at the event. Although it isn't obvious which of these individuals Dexter identifies with in Episode 5, the synopsis implies Mia is the main character. The network presents Dexter and Harrison with new dangers, perhaps connected to Uma Thurman's character Charlie, who gathers trophies like driver's licenses with a bloody cross on them. With the help of visions of Harry Morgan, Dexter struggles to survive Harrison's treachery and to prevent his son from following in his footsteps or becoming a killer like him or Brian Moser, the ice truck killer. The episode explores Dexter's remorse for hurting Harrison emotionally and reaffirms his wish to make things right. His search for Mia may be an attempt to connect with someone who shares his code, but it also runs the risk of drawing him farther into his dark passenger. Given Harrison's impetuous, emotionally driven behavior or Dexter's attraction to Mia, the title, Murder Horny, alludes to a fascinating fusion of violence and seduction. By striking a balance between Dexter's internal conflict and outside dangers, the episode keeps the series' emphasis on his tormented attempts at normalcy.